Well, it's the eve of rifle season here in Montana. It's the 22nd of October. Um, I've spent quite a few days in this spot overlooking this wilderness area up on this cliff. You can drive right to it. I can blast right out of my truck. It's been pretty handy. I've seen quite a few cows and calves. I can't tell if there's any spikes or rags in there. Just from where the distance and where I'm at, it's hard to tell the quality, but I do know there's elk in here. I've been pondering going in here for a while. I was actually going to try and make it up here for the end of archery season, but snow and fog and everything just didn't allow it. So this is potentially our first time going in here. Intriguing area. There's a giant burn from years back, and obviously the elk are hanging out in here. I'm sure there's some mule deer that I can't see. So, and I know there's water as well. I can see the river is full right now, so that's pretty cool as well. So, I do know there's some outfitters in here with horses. Whether it's one or two, I don't know. I saw them go in last night. They went in the opposite direction, so we'll see how that would play into it. I'm not sure, but obviously they can cover a lot more ground than me and probably have a better idea of what's going on, obviously. So that's the only drawback to here, but I feel like overall it's going to have a lot less pressure. So more and more I sit and think about it, this is where I want to be. Let's go get our stuff ready. October 22nd, diving in, wilderness area. This is the best part. Open to people, horses, bikes, no motorized. Let's go get them. Well, camp is set. It's about 4 o'clock. Gonna get to hiking up this ridge and just glass the rest of the evening, come back, eat dinner, go to bed, and it'll be opening day. So let's go see what we can find. Well, just made it up and over to Glass's Back Basin. Took me about an hour and a half to get up here. Kind of right what I figured, but still pretty demanding climb. Got out here and walked out to the edge of this little rocky outcropping and just look over the edge, and plain as day I can see a bunch of cows down there feeding. So I'm just gonna keep glassing around this basin and some of this other stuff and see if I can't see a bull here. Well, I found a bull. Yes. I'm sitting here. I found another group of elk over to my left, a little bit further down in the basin. And then all of a sudden I
I hear him bugle. Like he's right below me. He's with this herd that I had spotted right when I walked over this edge. He's a good looking bull, really blonde, cool looking. So I'm gonna get a little bit more footage of him, but thermals are starting to drop, so I want to get off this hillside and get back to camp because I'm gonna have to get in here early to see where they go in the morning. So that's my plan. Get up here early and figure it all out. So it's just after 7 here. It's still pretty dark. The sun is just starting to peek over the horizon. I've been up here since about 6. It's cold, it's blustery. We got a little bit of freezing rain. Spot this guy. The wind is blowing strong, so hopefully if I see him, I can just sneak down and don't have to worry about my thermals because they're just going to be blowing across. So, fingers crossed. Here we go, here we go. I just ended up finding another bull. I knew there was another group of cows over across the basin that I'd seen last night, but I didn't see a bull with them. I think we're gonna make a move. I gotta see which direction they're gonna go to bed, but I think I have an idea where they bedded yesterday. And knowing that it's a strong wind going this way, I think they're probably bed similar spots. So I'm gonna try and swing around on them. I haven't seen this other herd come back yet. I don't know where they went to feed. They fed off in this direction. Last night, I left that bull below me. I think he was tending a cow right below me, just by the sounds of it. But unfortunately, I don't know where they're at, so I'm gonna go with what I know, and knowing as well that the outfitters are over here, and they're gonna be making their way in here before too long. I'm gonna make a move, so let's get to getting. These bulls, they're all hanging out kind of down, working their way down this drainage. I'm gonna just make my way across this face, try and get down. There's a nice rock down there. Try and make my way down there. Just gonna play the wind accordingly. Keep my eye on them and see where he goes. And hopefully we're closing the distance here. We're about a third of a mile in, probably 1,200 yards from him. It's so tough in here with all this blowdown, and then there's obviously minimal cover on these slopes. So I'm just trying to keep a pine tree between me and them the whole time. And there's also sounds like another elk bugling up on this flat up here. It's pretty interesting, but I'm gonna go with what I know, see how close I can get to these guys. I'm gonna try and make it down to this knob. That'll put me, 500 yards from them. I won't take that shot, but hopefully if they come and bed in the valley where they bedded yesterday, they should pass pretty close. So, wind's in my favor right now. See what happens when the thermals start pulling up, but it's going to take a little bit for this valley to warm up, so I'm just going to keep slowly creeping, trying to get some terrain and elevation between me and them, so hopefully I can sneak up on that knob. But they're still on their feet, they're still feeding, so that's a good sign. So it's about 9 o'clock. It's kind of the standard time of when they normally stay on their feet. And unfortunately, he pushed them all the opposite direction. Just gonna kind of watch and see where they go. See if I can't make a plan, but I don't know. The problem is where they're going, it might be real tough to get them out of there by myself. Real tough to get them out of there by myself. That's the problem. That's one thing you got to think about, unfortunately. As a single hunter, you know, I'm ready about 2 miles from camp. They're probably another 3/4 of a mile from me, and they haven't even bedded down yet. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, you. Ended up walking over where that big herd with the bull went. Figured they'd be bedded on the backside of a knob. They weren't there. Then made a big loop around and just tried to see if I could find anything else. And got to a glassing spot. Now I see there's 2 guys sitting down there, right where those elk were feeding this morning. So fingers crossed they don't come out tonight because it's too windy, or they go somewhere else. But then they're back there tomorrow. I also saw 2 other guys in the valley. Must be these outfitters. I'm sure that's who's in here. It's like everybody's paired up. So I'm just gonna see what I can see from this spot. See also what goes down in this situation. Hang out. Freeze my tail off. Fingers crossed something steps out over here. And I did hear what I thought was a bull bugling up here this morning, so maybe he's in here. I don't know. But it's been windy, blustery, trying to snow all day. Gotta love it. Well, I was glassing up there, saw a cow, actually 2 cows and a calf, and then I wanted to look across here. There's a patch of timber right there, and just to the side of it there is a big herd, and of course there's a bull with them. So kind of cool to find another bull. Got some phone scope pictures of him. I thought he was dead at one point because he's just kind of chilling, so relaxed, but then I saw he was on his feet, so I'm gonna make my way that direction, just kind of see what they do. I don't think I can put a move on them tonight. I'd have to get pretty darn close, and they're kind of staring across the hill, but at least be able to see what he's doing and see if they go any which way, and then be able to see what I can do in the morning. Morning of day 2. We're standing on top of another breezy mountain. Shortly after 7, sun's popping up over my shoulder. We're gonna try and chase this bull I found last night. I got probably within 800 yards of him last night, but I didn't want to push him that hard. They had the vantage point. He is literally laying on the steepest slope possible. I mean, look at this picture of him. You can see him just feet down, propped up, laying against a pine tree. So he's on a steep, steep slope. And I think the only way to attack him is from the top. Wind's whipping. It's gonna blow my scent over the top of the mountain, over them. I'm gonna try and beat them back to their beds. We got like one more little crest of a hill. It's been a burner to get up here, and then we'll walk the top and try and get after him. So fingers crossed he's there, he's playing the pattern, and we don't have any horse packers foiling our plans, so let's get to getting. it's 9:30. They of course didn't show up, so I'm gonna climb back up to the top, glass around, see what I can see, start walking and trying to find another one. I did hear one shot. I couldn't tell where it was. I'm not sure if it was in the basin behind me or across the way. I had no idea. I haven't seen anybody. It's just one shot, and then it kind of echoed, but fingers crossed it wasn't him. Fingers crossed there's still a bull out here for me. I know these horse guys can cover more ground, and obviously they're outfitters, they know the area, but I'm gonna get to walking. I'm pretty chilly. I'm shaking. If you can't tell, the camera's shaking, but let's go put on some more miles. Just finishing up eating here. I don't know. Probably gonna take a nap. Enjoy some sun because yesterday it was bitterly cold. And then hike back around as I intended, but yeah. Whew, Sour Patch was sour. But yeah, gonna nap. Enjoy the day. Cause if you ain't enjoying a few naps out in the mountains, you're really not enjoying yourself. So you can only grind hard so often, but nap time it is. Well, I made it over here to where these elk were yesterday. They were over by this evergreen patch. Fortunately, they are not there. It's about 4 o'clock. Kind of committed to coming back in here and really can't make it to any other places to glass and spent a little bit of time up top glassing, but now I'm gonna make a decision. What to do. It's my last night in here anyway, so I might hustle back, seeing what time I get back to camp, pack up camp and climb out of here, at least get back to the truck. We'll see. I was gonna get back to camp, sleep, and then leave in the morning, but I don't know. Not really frustrated or disheartened, but just it's taking a toll on me. We're on day number 41, I think, or 42. It's crazy. It's not like I'm not putting in the hard work. Not like I'm not, doing the right things. Just the chips aren't falling in my direction, and that's how hunting goes sometimes. But I guess if tags were filled on hard work and perseverance, I would have filled my tag by now, or it would be coming very soon. But we got some other spots to check before I have to head to Colorado, so that's kind of what I want to focus on. My goal is to give this basically a night to scout and 2 days of hunting, and that's what I did. And seen plenty of nice bulls, but unfortunately just haven't been able to make the move. So we're gonna hike out and get back to camp and see what's up. So well, it's morning of day 4. It's get out day, so it's about 8 o'clock. Slept in a little bit, quite a bit actually, and I'm just gonna pack up camp and hike on out of here. Kind of stinks on a day like today. No matter what you do, you kind of foils hunting for the day, but it's kind of what I had planned. It was a dive in here and hammer one or bust. So it is what it is. There's one other spot I want to check, so that one's, I can either sleep in the truck if I want to and hike in super early in the morning and get back, or I could set up a tent and stay back there a day or two. We'll see, but there's a good bull in there, and I know he was still alive at the end of archery season.
Be interesting to go out and see what the pressure's like outside. You know, not a lot of people are diving in here. Everybody who's in here is with the outfitters they took horses in. So, it would be interesting. It would be really interesting. I heard it can be a little chaotic out there. It's going to be out of the wilderness and back to reality and back to the Blaze Orange Army, I'm sure. But I'm going to finish my coffee here and get everything packed up, and then we're going to get to hiking out of here. It's about 3 miles up and out, back to the truck.